Hello and welcome to the NBA playoff prediction podcast for the Ball is Bay pod. And yes, it's just me this time because both me and Ashwin are traveling and we have a lot of conflicting schedules. So we won't be able to make a podcast together and get it out in time. Plus, we are waiting for the play in and then we won't have enough time to get it out. So if you're interested in Ashwin's take, he is coming live every day of the playoffs on our Instagram live with some of our followers. I think around 10 o'clock or 10:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, and obviously it depends on when the last game of the day gets over. Right after that, Ashwin will be going live. So definitely tune in for his takes on that game and the series that's going on. For me, I'm gonna go through all the different playoff matches and kind of talk about my take on it, and that's pretty much what this thing is about. All right, welcome, and let's dive right into it. Here we go. I'm starting off with this new software for it. So let's start off with the Western Conference. In the Western Conference, I am pretty confident about Phoenix defeating both New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Lakers. There's really nothing to sort of discuss about. I am picking the Phoenix Suns, whoever they play in 5. I think it's probably going to be 4. They're probably going to sweep whoever they play, but I'm sure Pelicans or the Clippers might. The second Western Conference team, there's the Dallas versus Utah. I'm pretty confident that the Utah Jazz is going to win it, depending on if Luka Doncic is healthy or not. Obviously, Luka Doncic is the best player in that series, and he is really banged up. So he will not be able to probably take that kind of load to sort of weather the storm of the Utah Jazz. Luka is healthy, and if he seems like he got his legs in the first game, I think obviously this is a very different series if Luka is healthy. But just knowing what he's suffering from, I'm going to pick Utah in 6 because I feel like Luka is going to play at least a game or 2, and he's just going to be Luka Doncic and probably will his team into 2 wins like he's always done. Like all the series he's played amazingly well. The third one, which is the Golden State Warriors versus Denver Nuggets, this is again contingent on Steph Curry's injury and his health. If Steph is healthy, I think it's a pretty much one-sided affair, but without a real timeline for Steph coming. I've read reports that he is healthy enough to play the game, but we really have to see if he can do it or not. I'm picking Golden State. Steph's not healthy, Denver in 6, but I'm assuming Steph is healthy because I want to see a healthy Steph, and a healthy Golden State Warriors is a very good team. And obviously, I want to see good teams and good playoff games. Denver, as much as I love Jokic, not a very strong team, probably too dependent on one person. And with the last time, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Phoenix Suns really neutralized Jokic enough where they kind of swept that team. So I feel that's going to happen with the Golden State Warriors too if Steph plays. Within the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves, this is the tough one for me because I think the Memphis Grizzlies have a phenomenal team. But Ja is injured, and Ja has not played a game since March, I think 15th or 18th. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are coming off a very good win. They have Karl-Anthony Towns, they have Anthony Edwards, they got Patrick Beverley, they got D'Angelo Russell, they have a lot of very good 3-and-D players. Very strong, solid team with probably good performers if they can pick up that intensity. And the Memphis Grizzlies have played really well, but without Ja, I feel it may be a little difficult for them to win a 7-game series. I'm going to pick the Minnesota here, Timberwolves, because I really don't know how Ja is going to come back. Obviously, Ja being Ja, kind of like Russell Westbrook 2.0 slash, Kobe 2.0, according to Shaq. Anything is possible, but just because of that, I'm picking Minnesota. But really depends on the health of Ja Morant and how he comes back. This is a tough pick, honestly, because I definitely think Memphis is going to win. It's a very, very good team. Ooh. Here we go. Very tough for me to pick that one. Okay, and then let's move on to the Eastern Conference. So in the Eastern Conference, we have some very easy to pick. So I think Milwaukee is definitely, taking care of business. I don't know, maybe 5. I give Chicago 1 game due to respect, but Chicago has been playing really bad. And I also believe the Philadelphia 76ers will take care of business with Toronto Raptors. As good as Toronto Raptors have been, I just think that Joel Embiid, Phil Harden, and like a great defensive coach and Doc Rivers, I think they're going to figure it out. I'm picking Philly in 6. I would actually pick Philly in 5. But having said that, the counterpoint for this is the Toronto Raptors have been winners in playoff series. They have won games. They know what it takes to win. Whereas the Sixers have always struggled to like comprehensively win teams. And also Joel Embiid is not the most dependable big. So if Joel Embiid goes down because of some injury, or Harden's, having Harden kind of game. So that could be a really difficult thing to go. So I'm not very sure about it, but I am going with Philly in. So this is a tough one because Miami could play either Atlanta or Cleveland. I think if Miami gets Cleveland, it's going to be a 4-game series. It's going to be a sweep. If it gets Atlanta, I think that it may take maybe 5 games, but I think Miami in 5 or 6. I just don't see either of those teams giving any kind of problems to Miami. Now, this is probably the most or the best matchup and the best series of this entire first round of playoffs, because both teams have all their stars healthy. I've heard of some rumors about some of the players within the Boston Celtics team not being vaccinated, but I think that's no problem at this point. So I would say Boston. I would say Nets, but man, it's a tough pick, but I'm going Nets. KD, Kyrie. Boston's very good defensively. I'm going KD because I just think there's nobody to stop KD, and both KD and Kyrie will kind of figure it out. It's a tough one. I would have to go Brooklyn. I would have to go with Brooklyn 6. So these are my picks for this playoff. And once the first round is done, I'm gonna go ahead and give you all my take on the second round. This was fun. I think this was short and sweet. Talked about all the matchups. I don't really see any issue except for the Memphis-Minnesota one and the Boston-Brooklyn one. These are the 2 series where I think it can go either way, depending on how the players, their top players play. If in Memphis, if Ja Morant comes back strong, I think Memphis is going to win it. And over here, I think if, for whatever reason, Kyrie does Kyrie things, sometimes Boston has phenomenal defense. I think Boston can lock down Kyrie, but KD is another beast and they'll have a difficult time guarding KD. Everything else seems pretty okay to me. Well, that's pretty much it from me. And I hope you guys all enjoy the NBA playoffs, and again, follow us on our Instagram for our daily lives during the playoffs. That'll be conducted by Ashwin and some of our other followers who will join in and discuss the games right after the games are done. Thank you. Bye-bye.